Welcome back to Yesterqueers. My name's Amanda. I'm a public historian of queer history, and today is day 14 of 30 Days of Queer Poets. Today we're celebrating a kinky queer Victorian who Oscar Wilde, of all people, said was a braggart in matters of vice, Algernon Charles Swinburne.
Here, where the world is quiet, here, where all trouble seems, dead winds and spent waves riot, in doubtful dreams of dreams.
Swinburne, who was born into a wealthy family in 1837, is one of the most accomplished poets of the Victorian era and a widely recognized symbol of rebellion against its conservative values. Swinburne was an aesthetic and later a decadent, a member of the artistic and literary movements that uncoupled art from morality and explored the strange, the perverse, and the transgressive, and his life mimicked his work. He was a study in excess, often having to be delivered home unconscious after drinking himself into a blackout. He and his boyfriend, painter Simeon Solomon, lived with Dante Rossetti for a year, and Rossetti frequently complained that he couldn't get any work done when the two of them were sliding down the banisters and chasing each other around the house naked. There are dozens of wild stories about Swinburne, and when the most outrageous ones began to circulate, he one-upped them by evangelizing sadomasochism to anybody who would listen. The explicit sexual themes in some of his poetry led British journalists to bemoan Swinburne as the gateway to the end of civilization, while people like H.P. Lovecraft considered him the only real poet in England or America. But everyone, even those who thought Swinburne was the harbinger of the end times, was astonished by his lyricism, his bold and complex rhythms, and his evocative imagery. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature for 6 years in a row, starting in 1903. That's it for today. Come back tomorrow for day 15 of 30 Days of Queer Poets.